think, first of all, it is disappointing that the Bloc Québécois continues to refuse to accept that systemic discrimination, systemic racism exists within our country, in every part of our country, and in all our institutions. Recognizing systemic discrimination is the important first step towards being able to address it and ensure better opportunities, outcomes, and lived realities for racialized Canadians and Indigenous Canadians particularly. In regards to what Mr. Singh said, it is not for me to criticize any Canadian, particularly not the only racialized leader in the House of Commons, for making other people uncomfortable by calling them out for not recognizing systemic discrimination. I think we need to recognize that these conversations are going to make people uncomfortable, but it has been the lived reality of racialized and Indigenous Canadians for far too long, and we need to continue to move forward in a way that attempts to bring people together. But yes, we are going to make some people uneasy with recognizing things have to change.
I just want to go back to yesterday in the House, Prime Minister. I want to ask you, do you think that Alain Therrien with the Bloc Québécois was racist by voting against the motion from NDP leader Jagmeet Singh that there's systemic racism in the RCMP?
I think it remains problematic that the Bloc Québécois refuses to recognize systemic racism in the RCMP and in this country. The first step is recognizing that there is a problem so that we can address it, and it is unfortunate that they continue to resist recognizing the lived reality of millions of Canadians who are Indigenous or racialized.
But you won't comment on your opinion on what you think that action means. Do you think that that action in the House, by purposely voting against the motion, do you think by that in itself, this is what Mr. Singh is alleging, of course, that that in itself is racist?
I think, first of all, that's something for the Bloc Québécois members themselves to explain why they continue to resist recognizing the lived reality of far too many people that systemic discrimination does exist in this country. Secondly, in regards to Mr. Singh, I think it is important that we recognize that racialized Canadians whose lived reality is discrimination and microaggression all too often, are allowed to make people uncomfortable in bringing out these issues. I think it's important that we recognize when the only racialized leader in the House of Commons makes a statement like that, that it comes from a place that, yes, will make people uncomfortable, but needs to be dealt with as we move forward as a country.